Now, that brings us to President-elect Donald Trump's Attorney General nominee, Republican Senator Jeff Sessions. Now, he will start his confirmation process tomorrow by appearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Liberals, they have already signaled that they'll be playing the race card by reviving decades-old allegations against Senator Sessions. Now, these allegations that if you do just a little bit of research, the media will never do it, you'll actually see that they're proven to be false. But what the left won't tell you is this. Jeff Sessions is a man with a civil rights record that people should envy. As a U.S. attorney, he prosecuted members of the Ku Klux Klan. As a U.S. senator, he has repeatedly praised civil rights icon Rosa Parks, spearheaded the effort to award her with a Congressional Gold Medal. He's often praised by his colleagues and has worked on several key bipartisan bills with senators like Richard Blumenthal, Dick Durbin, even Ted Kennedy, and former Senator, then Senator Zell Miller. Democrats won't tell you that Sessions was one of 19 Republicans who voted to confirm President Obama's Attorney General, Eric Holder. No. Instead, the Democrats will try to smear Senator Sessions in an effort to damage the incoming Trump administration. Here now with reaction. The author of the best-selling book Treason, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. I wanted to give a history, and you're the historian, of all the times, every election this happens, every confirmation season this happens, and it seems like Jeff Sessions is going to bear the brunt of this tomorrow. And I just wanted to remind people of just how low people will sink in an effort because they have political differences. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think it's amazing how incompetent and lacking in imagination the liberal Democrats have become. I mean, if this is the best they can do, they might as well go home and relax. First of all, as you know, Jeff Sessions not only prosecuted the head of the Ku Klux Klan and won the case, he also got an $8 million judgment against the Klan in Alabama, virtually bankrupting it and driving it out of business. So it's pretty hard to argue that these were the behaviors of somebody who was in any way racist. I also think if you look at his whole career as a senator, it's quite clear that he has been courteous, he has been bipartisan, he has been willing to work with people, as you point out, in getting the former Attorney General approved. You don't get much better than getting Senator Leahy, who himself is pretty liberal, to say that you've been doing a good job on a bipartisan basis. So my guess is after these guys are making noise to raise money, they're making noise to appeal George Soros and their left-wing activists. They're making noise in a desperate hope to hold together the African-American community for Democrats. But in the end, it ain't going to work. Jeff Sessions is going to be approved. And then the burden is going to be on the Trump administration to prove that it's committed to a new deal for African-Americans and to prove that it really is concerned about the inner city. I think if that works, then we're in a different world by next year.
Is it fair for somebody like myself to look at Hillary Clinton? She once praised a former Klansman, Robert Byrd, as her mentor. Or, you know, we're playing Senator Kennedy attacking, I think, one of the smartest constitutional minds that could have served on the Supreme Court, Robert Bork. He's a guy that left a woman in a car in Chappaquiddick. And I'm thinking they get such high praise from Democrats. You can argue, yeah, it happened years ago. But what they're talking about with Senator Sessions happened 30-plus years ago.
Look, nobody in America who's rational is going to look at a 30-year-old joke, first of all, and remember it. And second, think, what do you mean? What are you talking about? We're talking about a U.S. senator reelected again and again by his constituents, a man who is recognized by his colleagues, somebody who has played a major role in a presidential campaign, and the best evidence they can come up with is 30 or 35 years ago? I mean, that's why I said at the beginning here, Sean, what I'm struck with is how brain dead the left is. I mean, it's kind of like the AMC series, The Walking Dead. I mean, these are folks who get up in the morning and walk down the hall yelling racist, 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 or someone. They have about 9 terms they memorized in childhood, apparently, and that's all they got left.
Yeah.
They have no ideas, no solutions, nothing positive, and I think we ought to treat a lot of it, frankly, with derision. This is the behavior of a pathetic generation of left-wingers who have nothing left except chanting old slogans.
Let me ask you this. I'm hearing from conservatives, there's some